the echoes of the dynamic 1930s, the World War II aftermath, post-war optimism, and hunger for innovation. The 1940s are one of the most interesting decades in the history of the automotive industry, a decade that extends way beyond chrome-laden classics and streamlined legends. This is the era that shaped the modern automotive industry, the era that brought design approaches and technical solutions we still use today. So it doesn't surprise that there are so many cars from this era that left an indelible mark in automotive history. Stay with us and check our list of the 10 most iconic cars of the 1940s. We know you'll enjoy it. Everyone knows that Fiat is a master when it comes to making small cars, and that's where the importance of the Topolino lies. Introduced in 1936, this was one of the pioneers of the compact car segment, a car that was a perfect fit not just for the economic crisis that led to World War II, but also for the post-war era, when people were in desperate need of cheap transportation. Topolino translates to Little Mouse, and this indeed was a tiny car. Initially, it was equipped with the rear-mounted 569cc inline-4 engine with 13 horsepower. However, further upgrades brought engine updates to a larger 633cc engine that kept this car relevant for a long time, as it remained in production for nearly 2 decades. Despite the compact dimensions, the Topolino was a reasonably practical car with a decent level of comfort. Speaking of comfort, the car featured an independent front suspension with leaf springs and a solid rear axle with semi-elliptic springs on the rear end. Decent comfort, great maneuverability, simple design, and a very attractive price ensured great commercial success. But the Topolino was way more than that. It changed the paradigm and offered the best possible solution for urban environments. The 203 was the first model that Peugeot released after World War II, but more than that, it was a significant departure from pre-war models. As usual, it featured elegant design, but more importantly, Peugeot put emphasis on modern engineering. It managed to offer a modern but fairly reliable mid-sized car that combined style, performance, comfort, and efficiency in such a nice fashion. Moreover, it contributed significantly to the company's success in the post-war era, offering a comfortable and reliable solution at the time of recovery and rebuilding. Elegant lines and rounded contours, along with distinctive grille design, remain the model's trademark for all 12 years this model was produced. But great aesthetic appeal is just one part of the story. There was also the aspect of engineering, starting from a 1.3-liter 4-cylinder engine that was later updated to 1.5 liters with a max output ranging from 42 to 45 horsepower. Besides the refined engine, the 203 also featured, at the time, revolutionary unibody construction along with pretty refined independent front suspension and a torsion bar at the rear, setting new standards for future models. Famous for its unique wood-paneled exterior, the Chrysler Town & Country is easily one of the most iconic American cars of the 1940s. Initially introduced as a station wagon, it offered a unique blend of sophistication and functionality. The wagon body ensured a high level of practicality, while the extensive use of wood like mahogany and birch made it one of the most luxurious cars on the market. Besides the stylish exterior and refined appearance, this model also featured a robust and capable powertrain. The inline-6 engine was running the wheels in initial variants, while the later models saw an upgrade in the form of more potent V8 engines, which only contributed even more to the overall appeal of the Town & Country. The combination of reliable engineering and luxurious wood craftsmanship made it a symbol of prestige and class, so commercial success came naturally. All in all, the Town & Country earns its place on our list for a reason. With the production that lasted between 1934 and 1957, the Citroën traction Avant marked both pre- and post-World War II eras. But its importance extends way beyond longevity, as it was one of the most groundbreaking models of its time, with some revolutionary design and technical solutions. The most notable is definitely the engine placement and layout, as this was one of the first mass-produced front-wheel drive cars. Such construction eliminated the need for a separate chassis, which made the car significantly lighter. Moreover, the front-wheel drive layout also provided better comfort and traction compared to contemporary rear-wheel drive counterparts. Besides revolutionary engineering, the traction Avant was also famous for its low-slung body, streamlined design, and spacious interior, which established Citroën as one of the most avant-garde companies in the automotive world. Thanks to these exquisite features, it remained relevant even in the late 1940s and early 1950s, despite the production interruptions during World War II. Although produced for no longer than 7 years between 1941 and 1948, the Super Deluxe left a huge mark in North American automotive history as one of the models that helped the Blue Oval Company to become a leading brand in the American automotive industry. Once again, Ford engineers showed their mastery in adding luxury touches to the mainstream segment. The Super Deluxe came as an upgrade of the standard Deluxe model, and it represented Ford's transition from pre-war to the post-war design philosophy. Smooth lines, fender skirts, and a prominent grille were clear indicators of the upcoming streamlined aesthetics trend that would become highly popular in this decade. Another strong selling point was the fact that this model was offered in various body styles, such as sedans, coupes, and convertibles. Under the hood, the Super Deluxe featured a decently sized V8 engine, which offered a good balance between efficiency and power. Ford engineers continued to evolve this model after World War II and kept it relevant until the end of its production cycle, perfectly showcasing the company's ability to adapt to the changing automotive landscape. Introduced in 1938, the Alfa Romeo 6C 2500 remained in production for a full 14 years. It was a model that solidified the brand's position as enthusiasts' favorite, with a design and features that made it one of the first genuine grand tourers the automotive world has seen. A unique combination of performance, style, and comfort made it a favorite among discerning drivers of the era, enough for a well-deserved 5th position on our list. The core of this gorgeous car, which was available either as a coupe, sedan, or convertible, was of course the refined inline-6 engine. The initial version featured a single overhead camshaft, while post-war models were equipped with the new Golden Arrow engine, with a dual overhead camshaft and a max output of 110 horsepower, as well as a 4-speed manual transmission. A great balance between power and control was complemented by a well-assembled interior built by highly reputable coach builders of the time. Many things were special about the Chevrolet Fleetline Aerosedan, starting from its distinctive fastback styling. This model was a part of Chevy's Fleetline series, famous for their streamlined appearance with integrated fenders and flowing rooflines that extended into the trunk. That elegant silhouette was complemented by a 6-cylinder, 216.5 cubic inch inline-6 engine with a max output of 90 horsepower. In a combination with 3-speed manual, that was enough for a fairly decent performance, but what made this engine great was its impressive durability and reliability. With all these features in mind, this Chevy had everything to become a bestseller. Unfortunately, it was sold only in 1942, as the production stopped soon after its launch due to the United States entry into World War II. After the end of production suspension of civilian automobiles, the Aerosedan didn't continue production, which made it a very rare and therefore sought-after collector's item today, which is probably the key reason why we put it so high on our list. When Jaguar presented the XK120 at the 1948 London Motor Show, the automotive world remained speechless due to its stunning design. Designed by Sir William Lyons, the Jaguar brought a sleek and curvaceous body, definitely one of the most gorgeous designs of the era. Besides form, there was a substance, a lot of it. Soon enough, the XK120 proved to be not just a fancy-looking car, but also a remarkable performer, with its legendary twin-cam 3.4-liter engine capable of producing 160 horsepower. If you wonder why XK120, that's because of the top speed of 120 miles per hour. Besides impressive speed and nimble handling, the XK120 also proved its value as a durable and reliable car, which was confirmed with its wins at the 24-hour of Le Mans race. The Jeep CG2A is easily one of the most iconic cars, not just of the 1940s, but of all time, considering that this is the first civilian version of the legendary Willys MB. After the war ended, the company recognized the commercial potential of a competent off-roader with its robust and versatile design. It was literally the first dedicated off-roader made for civilians, a vehicle that played a crucial role in popularizing off-roading among the masses. Moreover, it established the blueprint for the later CJ series and also established Jeep as the world's leading off-road vehicle manufacturer. Moreover, the CJ2A wasn't just a pioneer, it was also a commercially successful vehicle among the general public and particularly among returning military veterans. For the first time, the automotive world saw a vehicle with such a level of versatility that made it a favorite for agricultural use as well as for recreational purposes. It is a model with a legacy that extends way beyond its production, not only to its direct successor, but to literally every civilian off-road vehicle ever made. Introduced in late 1930 and produced for more than 65 years, the Beetle is the most iconic car of many decades, including the 1940s. Designed by Ferdinand Porsche, the Beetle was imagined as an affordable and practical car for the masses. Unfortunately, World War II disrupted its civilian production. After the war, the British authorities, who were in control of Volkswagen, weren't particularly interested in continuing its production. It was only after the British Army officer Ivan Hurst pushed extremely hard for the protection and revival of the factory. The rest is history. Soon after, the Beetle would become a symbol of post-war recovery and mobility, which was later transferred to other parts of the world, including Latin America. With a production that lasted over 6 decades, it doesn't surprise that the Beetle is one of the best-selling cars of all time, with more than 21 million units sold. But the importance of this car goes way beyond its commercial success. We're talking about a cultural icon, as there is probably no other car in the world with such an impact on people's mobility. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.